Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. It's Robert here with Hustle Nation. We're all about gaining financial independence through investing, side hustles, entrepreneurship, working a W-2, keeping your expenses low, your income high, your investments out of the roof. I mostly do that through real estate. I've got a number of rental properties. First of the month is always beautiful for me. Why? Because it's like Christmas. And so I just watch the money keep rolling in and everything. My thing today is we're going to call this Raw with Robert, okay? Because this is no holds barred. I think that next year things are going to get really rough for a lot of people. There's some of you all out there that are straddling the fence. The splinters haven't dug deep just yet, but they will be. The problem that is becoming is that the division of wealth is going to be getting greater and greater. Home ownership is going to be something that's only afforded by the wealthy. Reason I say this is that is like America's drug of choice in the sense of what it is that I can blow money on. Why do you say that? I'll tell you. Example, the other day, talked to a person that I know, said, I made an offer on my dream home. Fantastic, that's awesome. Love when I hear people making goals and milestones, reaching their dreams. Person doesn't have anybody that's going to be moving in the house with them. $859,000. It's approximately between 5,000 and 6,000 square feet. Are they going to use this for Airbnb? I don't know, but I don't think so. Are they going to rent out rooms? I don't think so. So now you've got an $859,000 albatross that continually takes your money. And it was just like, and I'm thinking to myself, you know, what do you do with a house that big? You know, I know a person that they have a relative that was a very famous sports star, and they had a huge house. And just give you an idea, the caliber they were at is that they bought the house from a Super Bowl quarterback champion. And the house cost $75,000 a month just to operate. Do you hear what I'm saying? Just to operate, $75,000 for the personnel, utilities, everything. Do you realize that's almost $1 million a year that you see absolutely nothing coming back? Now, there's a beautiful thing that I figured out today. I got a property. I bought it for $13,000. 3-bedroom, 1-bath brick home. It was absolutely nothing fancy. Basically bulletproof. Great rental property. Okay? And I've had to put a roof on it. I've had to buy a stove. Had to put in a new drain field for the septic tank. All in. Okay? And I put, I think, $7,000 down, and they financed the other $6,000, or I put $6,000 down, they financed the $7,000, whatever it is. Got it paid off a year and a half, 2 years, and had a gal move in, convicted felon, had a pit bull. Nobody else would rent to her. Best tenant ever. Still living in one of my properties, upgraded from that place, and I figured out that with the amount of time that she was there, what I paid for the place, the expenses that I put into it, and I am in the profit zone now about $5,000. I wish I'd kept better records so I could tell you to the penny, but hey, what I know. And what I mean by that is that every dime that I put into the house, I've gotten back out of it, okay? And other than some woodwork that we need to do on it at some point, the Um, the roof has been done. It does not have central heat and air, so there's not any major expenses coming up. So we're pretty much just coasting along, collecting money every month on it. Very nice. You know, Rick Jarman talked about a duplex that he saw in his hometown and been driving past it for 50 years. And it just amazes me that I get it that we're not taught about money, okay? And it's rare that you're going to find a school that will teach you really how it works. And I'm not talking about accounting or how to do QuickBooks or anything of that nature. I'm talking about grassroots type of stuff. Take money, invest it. Do not save it. Saving money, you're losing money. Please keep that in mind. I got a buddy of mine, he's got $250,000, $300,000 sitting in the bank. What is it doing? Eroding, becoming worth less every day. Guess what his parents have? Oh, about $600,000 sitting in the bank. Guess what it's doing? Eroding, getting less every day. We are a product of our environment. Now, can you change? Absolutely. I have total faith that if you're in this country and you're able to read pretty simple statements, got an IQ of at least 90, you can be a millionaire. The problem is that people don't want to sacrifice. They don't want to tell themselves no. A friend of mine, big social media influencer and everything's telling me about one of his students. Guy's doing real well, second, third year in business. He makes $250,000 a year. Bought the building that his business is in. I love that play. Okay, you're acquiring an asset that's going to appreciate in value. Okay, now the guy does not want to buy any single-family homes for rental property investment purposes because, oh, the market's too high right now. Prices are too high right now. Turns around in the same breath, he says, I'm thinking about buying my wife an Audi. Just bought a huge house and now wants to put money into something that as soon as you drive it off the lot, it goes down in value 30% or more. Educated person. What they do for a living, you can't be stupid and do this, okay? However, where does that mindset come that, oh, buying an Audi is going to be better than buying rental property? Hello? I don't know. Here's the thing that I'm trying to get at, folks. If you do money right, you're going to get left behind. Home ownership is going to be something that only the wealthy do, and I'll tell you why. Because it is getting so expensive to keep up a house that what ends up happening is somebody can qualify because your credit score, you can get the house and everything, but guess what? You really can't afford it. And what I mean by that is that you can't put money away or will not put money away for the central heat and air for when it goes out, roof. Now, like on my rental property, generally speaking, the vast majority of them are around 1,000 or 1,100 square feet. For a laminate shingle, they call them dimensional shingles. If you put one of those, that roof on one of my places, you're right in the neighborhood of $9,000 to $10,000, okay? It lasts 15 to 20 years. You do the math, you need to put approximately $125 a month away for when it comes. Now, here's the other thing. Guess what? The cost of that roof is going to go up. So in 15 or 20 years, it's probably not unlikely that it will double in price. So if you figure it at $12,000, you might as well figure it's going to be $20,000. So what is it that I need to do? Well, guess what? I'm going to go up on my contributions to capital expenses just like the rent goes up with inflation. That's the beauty about rental properties. It is the only investment I know that scales just along the same lines as inflation does. So then, here's the thing is that you're going to have people that can't afford to buy a house. They can't keep it up, but guess what? We all got to live somewhere. And just as Rick Jarman said, you're going to live somewhere. You might live under the bridge, or you might live in one of my houses, but you're going to live somewhere. So, I say all of this in the sense that get your credit right. Get it to the point where you got a credit score of over 720, okay? You can do all kinds of research on the internet, figure that out. It's not hard, okay? Second thing is buy one house. And don't let me catch you telling me that you've read 5 books and done research for the last 2 years on real estate. No, you have not. What you have done is pacified yourself so that you can say that I'm going to get into real estate investing. However, you're not pulling the trigger. Because after you've read 5 books in 2 years and watched more than 3 of my videos, you should have already made offers on places. The problem is that you want to feel good about yourself and be able to say, oh, I'm doing some work, I'm doing my due diligence and everything like that. No, you're not. You're hijacking space on earth and not being productive. So get out there, make some offers, get your money right, okay? You've never heard anybody say, you know what, I'm glad I was not able to afford air conditioning in my car. Not in my hometown. It's about 90 degrees outside and probably 110 with the humidity. Ain't nobody walking around saying, I'm glad I ain't got no AC in my car. You don't hear anybody say, I'm glad I was not able to send my kids to Harvard. I sent them to the junior college here in town. Hello, who says that? Nobody. And I'm not telling you that money is the end-all be-all. Okay? But what I will say is this. It makes your life a whole lot easier. I haven't heard anybody say, you know what? I enjoy asking myself, what can I not afford to do today? What am I too broke to do? What is it that I am too poor to do? I just haven't heard that yet. What I do hear is people said, you know what? I thought about going and getting a steak, and then I said, nah. I thought about going and getting a massage today, but then I said, nah. I thought about buying Super Bowl tickets, but then I said, nah. I thought about going to New Harley. Nah. You know, I thought about getting a Louis Vuitton purse. Nah. You know, I thought about taking a trip to Barbados, but then I said, nah. Guess what? Those are all options. Guess what? They all cost money as well. Being rich is hard. Being poor is hard. Do me a favor, choose your heart. But be committed to it. The thing that I see is so many people will sit there and say, oh, it must be nice. And I'm like, you know what? If you work a year straight, at least minimum 6 days a week, 10 hours a day, you can do what I do. But guess what? They're not willing to make that sacrifice, you know. And man, the people that, if you're under 25 and watching this video, do me a favor. Get an E-Trade account started today. You don't have to put anything in there. You can do 20, you know. I was talking with Gerald Peters the other day. And from the time that I dropped out of high school at the age of 16, I don't think, honestly, there's ever been a week that I could not have afforded to at least put $20 away into something. Now, you figure that out. Okay, that was, what's that, 34, 35 years ago. And there's 52 weeks, so that's $1,000 a week. You know, so if it made no money whatsoever, that'd have been $30-something thousand. If I just put $20 a week away into some type of index fund or something, you know where that money would be at right now? Probably $6 to $1 million. You know, who would not like an extra $1 million at the age of 50? Oh, I don't see any hands. Hello. Oh, it involves money. That's what I'm talking about, folks. Get it right. Start right now. If you don't have some type of rainy day, the alternator went out on the car, you know, I got a flat tire type of fund or something like that, start one. Do me a favor, get that started. Make a budget. Start asking yourself, where is it that I can cut down? What can you start doing extra? Can you get you a job working, you know, waiting tables 2 nights a week or something? Simple hack, okay? I know it sounds crude, but you can go to the plasma clinic. I don't know how many times a week you can do it, but I think it's once or twice a week or something like that, you know, per month. And you can take that money, sell your plasma, and then take that money and invest it. Man, I ain't never heard of the plasma side hustle. Hello! All you got to do is take action. Reading's great. Watching videos is great. All that stuff is great. Take some action. Have a wonderful day.